Recording to the cloud. All right, welcome everybody. This is Calvin Starr. It's January 8th, 2019. It's a little after 9 o'clock here on the East Coast, and so we're just getting started with our Tuesday night Zoom training. And one of the things that I wanted to kind of bring this into, I guess I could show my video. One of the things I wanted to kind of bring this into is I wanted to really help people to kind of do some basic tools of just kind of sharing and connecting with people, and kind of help people really develop and understand how to talk to people and create the relationships and then create that connection with people in a way that will allow them to get the result that we're looking for. So what we're going to do here is I'm always reading about new things, and one of the things I've got here is a book by Russell Branson called The Expert Secrets. It's a really great book. It's got some really great information in it. The other one is the .com secrets that he's recently put out. I don't know how recent it is, but it's pretty recent. But I was going through this book and I just saw this one chapter, and it's called it's secret number 18. It's on page 231, and it's called the 4-question close for high ticket offers. And I thought, well, we don't really have any high ticket offers. When they talk about high ticket offers here, they're actually talking about ticket offers that are like in the tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, so they're getting people to actually go through this process, and and they're selling really high ticket items. So when I look at our product lines, we've got products for $69, and we've got packages all the way up to $769. And if you haven't noticed, one of the things that we've done at Living to Be is I wanted to kind of revamp things a little bit. So we've actually reduced the price on some of our products. Our Inspired has dropped down to a wholesale price of, I believe around $79. Oh shoot, I'm gonna totally mess this up now. Hold on, let me just see real quick. All right, okay. So what we did was we dropped the price of the Inspired we dropped the wholesale price down to $69.99. And remember, that's a full month supply. You're getting to be able to take 2 of the capsules twice a day for $69.99. So we dropped that price by $10. The one thing that we did, though, that really is going to make a huge difference with people that are building and wanting to create an income, is that we actually kept the PV at 60. So we actually increased the PV to price ratio. So we're bumping things up so that you actually get paid more. And we're reducing the cost of the products to help you be able to go out and promote it more for, it's a $69 or a $70 value for a month supply. That's pretty incredible, because you don't need to take, you don't need to order 2 of them to make it a month supply. The Unleashed, we dropped from $64.99 down to $59.99 for a month supply, and we kept the PV at 50 PV. Okay, so that they're all kind of very similar to that price range and that PV point. The other part of it that we did was that with all of the skincare pricing, we actually increased the PV. So that way that it's still selling for the same amount, but you're actually going to be generating more commissions for yourself and your team when you're purchasing the product, because we have a higher PV now. So we increased all that for people. And then of course that changed the pricing of the Game Changer, the Momentum package, the Grand VIP package, and the VIP package. So those prices have dropped. And on those packages, we actually increased the more in alignment with our new PV for each of the products themselves. Again, we're doing things like this to be able to help generate and produce more income for our affiliates that are out there building in the business. So, so when we talk about this 4-question close at secret number 18, it's one of those things where I go, they're talking about like items for like $10,000, and they're using this, and it just works really perfectly for even smaller products. Because the other day I was after I read this, because this is how I operate. After I read this, I actually went onto a 3-way call, and I used a little bit about this process with one of the people that I was working with, and I think it was with Lindsay. But and so here he is. He's talking, and he's this is a script that you would use, and it's a general idea, but it's something that you would use on the phone. Once you've connected with somebody and you've created some type of rapport, And these are really great for three-way calls if you're the person that is doing the three-way call, like somebody is bringing you a prospect and you're the expert, okay? And so the first question is this. I'm going to read this to you, okay? And like I said, it's on page 231 of his book, The Expert Secrets, okay? And it says this, and this is a really great process for people, especially when it comes to like the Living to Be Fit program, the 90-day program, or even the skincare. But it says, it goes, imagine you and I were starting to work together today, and I teach you everything I know and do everything I can to help you get the results. Now imagine we're sitting in a coffee shop a year from now. What would have happened in your life, both personally and professionally, for you to feel happy with your progress? What would make you believe that this was the best decision that you've ever made? And you let them answer. And it's a really cool process to be able to walk people through, because like when I was talking with the person about the Living to Be Fit program, they were like, well, what is it? And I said, well, speaking from my own personal experience, I was able to achieve these long-lasting results, and I've been able to, incorporate these into a program and take the information. So I said, imagine that I'm going to basically transfer all of my knowledge and tools that I use to get the results that I did in my body that have lasted me for over a year and a half now. I said, imagine I'm going to transfer that information to you over the course of the 90 days, okay? And so I'm going to give you all of that information and those tools. And now I want you to imagine that a year from now, after you finish the 90-day program, a year from now, and you've gotten these amazing results in your body, what is that going to feel like? What is that going to bring to you in your life personally and professionally? And I said, what would, and I don't know that I used that last question, but I was just like, oh, how would that make you feel? And they were like, oh my gosh, even that question makes me realize that, I'm so much lighter, I'm so much freer. It's like, it's exciting because now I finally have the body that I want, or I have the health that I want, or the energy that I want. And they immediately got into this exciting place where, it's never really about giving people details, like going, okay, let me list the 32 things that you're going to get out of this program. Let me give you the 14 different benefits that you're going to get, because that doesn't mean anything to people. The idea here is to get them to associate with the future, okay? See themselves in the future having already finished the process or the program or taken the product for a period of time, and what type of results are they going to be getting? And when they get those results, how awesome is it going to be, right? That's the power of what we're doing. It's the same thing with network marketing. Like if somebody was coming to me and they said, well, Calvin, this opportunity, what can you tell me about it? How am I going to go out and create this money? How am I going to go out and make money with this program and do with these products? And I said, well, obviously I can't tell you how that process is going to go, but I said, but I can tell you that what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all the tools and information necessary. And I'm going to work with you to help you get those results that you're looking for. And then now I want you to just kind of sit with me and imagine that a year from today, you've gotten those results, you've gotten those tools, and you've been able to go out and create the success that you've wanted to create. How great are you going to feel? What is that going to feel like to be able to do the things that you want to do in your life personally and professionally? And just let them answer. They'll be like, oh my gosh, man, I'll be so happy because I'll be making exactly what I want to make. I'll be able to get out of debt. I'll be able to buy that new home. I'll be able to take my family on a vacation. Like they'll just start going off and they'll start basically putting themselves in a place where they're achieving that success, right? And so that's the first question, right? There's four more and you're sitting there going, why go further? The second question is, and this is really, because remember in network marketing and in any other business, the beautiful part about network marketing is that we choose who we're going to business with. The fact is that, you don't want to just jump into business with anybody because they want to start with you. You really want to make sure that you want to spend your time and energy with somebody. And so what they do is they give you a couple more questions to kind of make sure that you're really getting involved with somebody or going into business with somebody that's going to take personal responsibility, accept where they are in their life, and be able to generate what they want to generate, right? And it says, question number 2 is this. It says, clearly you know what you want. You've painted a really great picture for me. So let me ask you this. Why don't you have it yet? What's been standing in your way or holding you back? And let them answer, okay? Because what you're doing is you're looking for people to identify their blocks, okay? Their brick walls. When people go, you want to be listening to find out why do they feel like they haven't reached it yet? Because it's a valid question. if somebody's looking at me going, man, I want to create this, 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 and this in my life, and I want to achieve these type of results, and I want to make this kind of money, and I want to lose this kind of weight, the first thing I want to know is, well, you seem pretty excited about that. Why are you not achieving those results now? Because I want to hear where they are. Because if there's someone that's going to start blaming, and this is where it gets into it, it talks about like, you're looking for their obstacles and objections. You're looking for them. If they're going to start blaming other people, if they're going to start blaming things or products or companies or whatever it is, then that's not somebody that you typically would want to work with. You would want to work with somebody that goes, you know what? That this company was really great, but man, I just didn't do what I needed to do. And now I found this newfound passion and excitement for my life. And so I'm really just willing to go for it. And so you're looking for people that are willing to take responsibility for their own circumstances, because that's the kind of person that I would want to work with. I don't want somebody who's going to blame another person, because I guarantee you what's going to happen is when they don't get the results that they've been looking for, they're going to blame me, right? And they're going to make me the bad guy. Oh, you're the reason why I didn't succeed. You're the reason why I didn't make this work, okay? So that's question number 2, is getting them to tell you why they haven't been able to achieve the success that they've just described to you from the first question. The third question is I want you to think about what resources, connections, talents, or skills you have access to that you're not currently utilizing 100%, that we could use to help overcome your obstacles and achieve your goal. So basically you're asking them, well, what things, what resources, what networks, what connections, who do you know that you just aren't really utilizing them 100%, okay? That you're not currently utilizing. Really let them start to think about all the things and resources that they're not using, even though they have access to it. That's a powerful place for someone to stand, because you're getting them to identify yet again that they're taking responsibility for the fact that, yes, they do have connections. Yes, they do have resources. Yes, they do have the ability to do it. They just haven't utilized them. Because the truth of it is if you go out and enroll somebody and you get them to think that you're going to do all the work for them, they're never going to reach out to their resources. They're never going to reach out to their networks and do the business or do the job, right? They're going to be looking at you to go, okay, well, tell me what to do, or what do I need to do, or help me do this. And it's like, you want people to go, you know what? Golly, I know Jim down there at this place, and he actually goes to a networking event every Monday, and and you get people to start thinking about those resources and those connections, and that's going to make it a lot easier for them to want to be involved and get excited about the opportunity. So that's question number 3. And that question number 3 is really about helping people identify all of the resources, okay? And then the last one is probably the easiest, okay? The last one is question number 4 is, so I only have one more question. Do you want me to help you? And that's it. You don't say another word. You don't try and tell them more. You don't try and convince them if they don't say something right away. You just sit there in silence, because you want them to respond like, well, yeah, I want you to help me. And then the moment they say yes, it's like, great. Well, here's how it works. You get signed up as an affiliate for $29.99, and then you're going to choose your package, which package is best for you. And then we're going to get you signed up, and we're going to run you through the process and put you in the program. And then we're going to start plugging you into the system. And you take people through that 4-step process. No one ever gets 100% of the people, right? But if you do your due diligence and you connect with people and you establish the rapport, and then you start to get people to understand and see the vision of what we're doing here, and they start to different that we have, and then we have our skincare category. There's not anything in those 2 categories alone, with the Inspired and Unleashed and also the Timeless Skincare, that somebody couldn't find something to be really excited and passionate about, okay? And once you've got somebody that's been able to see all that and experience what we just talked about, then you've got somebody who's going to go out and do the same thing. And so that's really what I wanted to share with people today, because we've got the January 11th deadline coming up for the last time to enroll in this Living to Be Fit program. And so for me, it's really about getting the information out to people so that they can start to utilize it to get people to really understand. Because listen, I know that everybody that's listening right now has not been on the program. And so you don't know, right, quote unquote, if it's going to work for you or if it's not going to work for you or what's entailed and what's involved. But I promise you this, after 90 days, you're going to know exactly what's involved and you're going to be exactly where I am, which is I can't really tell you what's involved because it's experiential. You have to experience the process. And once you understand that, just like I've been able to convey to people this message, they will understand it and they will start to become enrolled. They will start to experience what we're talking about here. Because I'm sorry, like I said, it's never about the 15,000 different things that you're going to tell somebody that they're going to get out of it. They have to experience something. And so that 4-step process actually helps people experience something without having to, tell them 30,000 things. They're actually going to do it for themselves. And for me, that's a really great thing to be able to help people do, because that's what people have kind of lost touch with. They've lost the ability to dream. They've lost the ability to believe. They've lost the ability to trust. And so you're going to help them get back into that place of curiosity and trust and believing. And then we're going to walk them through and create an opportunity with them. And that's what we're going to do with Living to Be. So I'm going to open it up. Does anybody have any questions? Anyone? I know I haven't muted everybody out, so.
I don't have any questions, but I just wanted to thank you for all the work you did today.
Huh?
I'm looking forward to hearing about it. I'm seeing it and hearing it.
Yeah, and thank you, Barb. And let me know. I know you're watching grandkids. Let me know. Okay, hold on. Okay, there I am. Okay, thank you, Barb. So thank you for that. I opened up my little AirPod thing and it disconnected, so sorry about that. But I did some work today because I was like, I need to put something together for all the products, and just because we came out with the Living to Be Fit product, and then we've got the Timeless Skincare, and we've been working on the PowerPoints and stuff, and I thought, it's not perfect yet, but I've got to put something out there, because when I talked to Barb and I talked to Aaron today, it was kind of like, we've got to get some stuff out there. So believe it or not, I did a couple of just practice runs and then I just went with it. And it's not scripted. It's not, it's just kind of me sharing my excitement and passionate about what we're doing, and my excitement and passion for each of the products, each of the skincares, each of the Living to Be Fit, all the stuff that we're talking about. And so I just went with it. And, I want to encourage you. If you're somebody that wants to do something like that, then do it and put it out there, because people love that. They'll love to be able to see you get connected and passionate about the Living to Be opportunity. And then everything will begin to transform in your life, because you'll be sharing that passion and enthusiasm with people. But when you listen to it, I'm going to post it in the group, in the affiliate group. But when you watch it, sign up for it. You can watch it at any time. It's not just on Saturdays and Sundays anymore. But sign up for it, watch it. It's 20 minutes long. And then give me your feedback. Let me know, oh, you know what, if you could maybe mention some stuff about this, or maybe you could mention some stuff about that. Or, like I said, if you want to create one for yourself, do that. And I'm actually going to be looking into if I can make it available so that if people are willing to create one for themselves, that I can post it so that you can have a link like that, so you can just share it with people and they can sign up and you'll get the information for it. So we'll do something like that. Anybody else have any other questions, comments?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Steph.
Hi there.
Did you unmute yourself accidentally again?
I did. Well, probably.
I don't hear you. And I don't know. Maybe that's.
I'm actually still in the hospital tonight, so
Oh.
I think I have a really good question.
Go ahead. Now I can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I actually spent about 45 minutes with a dietitian earlier and my cardiologist, and I'm doing really good right now. But I do want to ask you, when you buy one, get one free, how do you, after you buy one, how do you add the other person?
You can just submit a ticket in your back office, and if it's a customer they want to add somebody, then they can just send an email to customer service at livingtobe.us. But you can submit a ticket for them as well, and all we need is their contact information and address so that we can send them their free 30-day supply of the Unleashed and Inspired.
Okay. That's really, really hits home. I know a lot of people don't know it, but I just got home from a trip yesterday and had to go to ER because my blood pressure last night was 220 over 110 when I got there. And a lot of it was due to a little bit of stress, but after spending time with my cardiologist today and my dietitian, it was food. So my goodness, I'm really, really, I am so excited. I am a little emotional because I see the vision of a big change. I watched something earlier about what you said about visioning an 80-year-old person.
Yes.
And when I visioned the 80-year-old person, she was very humped over. What I mean, kind of, couldn't stand up straight, very fragile, gray hair, just sweet, but not, just a lot of spent, tired, everything. And that told me that's what I visioned of myself. That hit so home with me from what I've been going through. And fighting the cancer, fighting everything, and fighting the things that always come back.
Yeah.
And I'm so tired of being sick. I'm sorry, hold on.
It's okay. It's okay to have the emotion, We're human.
And I'm so young at heart. One second, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize. It's totally fine. Just know we're here for you. We all believe, we're all here for each other.
The food we eat is killing us.
Yeah.
And it is proof. I am proof. And I just want to thank you so much because I have so much hope. I don't really care about what I purchased or as far as the marketing or the business side right now. And I know it's wonderful. I love it. But I am in this right now for myself. I am fighting.
Yeah.
I can't wait for January 14th. And neither can my nurse, as a matter of fact. And she's right here. I shared a taped recording today with her. And so much I want to share. I cannot wait to give away what has been given to me. And I'm well. I'm good. I'm doing good. I don't want anyone to worry. It's just certain things I have to, it's stress and blood pressure. And they're going to do a heart catheterization on Thursday and some other tests and stuff like that. And then we'll see what happens. But the reason I guess my question is because I have so many people now that are interested in what's happening to me and it's so real that this is life. This is hope. This is it. This is it, people. I've laid here and I posted on Facebook tonight about food and about things because I spent 45 minutes with a dietitian about lunch meat, about processed lunch meat, about things. And I can't thank you enough about how much this means to me. And I guess the bottom line is the community of it. Lindsay, Aaron, Alexis, I mean, everyone, people that I don't even mention, And there's so much love and support that I just want to add that. I hope somebody's listening that needs to hear this. I'm a little too emotional. I probably shouldn't have came on, but you know what? I did unmute myself again like that. But
Yeah.
I've heard from several people tonight from my post, and I it's not about selling. It's about caring
Yeah.
and hope. I'm 55 years old, and I shouldn't be feeling the way that I'm feeling lately. And when I'm away from those supplements, Calvin, when I'm away from those supplements and it's both of them, and I have to be on the real here, I was not, when I first got them, I was not regular with them. I would forget, and I would not take the two, of the Inspired, and not take the two at lunch, before lunch or whatever. And then I got on a regular, I was this was it. And I can't tell you how much better I feel. I get really emotional when I get sick and when I have to go to the hospital because of my BP. And they're not really sure why it goes like it does, but they're gonna do the heart cath on Thursday, and then I'll find out if I have to have open heart surgery, and I have to go further into it. I showed my doctors today. I showed my cardiologist today everything about Inspired and Unleashed, and he said, absolutely. Now, this is from my cardiologist. Absolutely no reason why you should not take those while you're doing what you're doing. Now, that was from my cardiologist. So I suggest everyone else ask your own,
Yeah.
Um,
No, I appreciate that. That's good. That's exciting.
but I do want to say that. So I made sure that my best friend brought over my supply because I take those while I'm here. And just hope that I can tune in to everything I can and share everything I can. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, thank you. That's it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Steph. Appreciate you sharing, and we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers as you go in for your, your different procedures and whatnot. Because, I've been through it. I've been through it with my stepmother who passed away back in 2013. She was, going through her process as well, and it's a stressful time. It doesn't matter whether you're facing something that's life or death. There's stress involved in everyday things, and I can only imagine what you're experiencing. So my heart goes out to you, and just in the process that you're going through. So and that's really part of the mission of what we're doing with the Living to Be Fit is the food industry. And there's a lot of things out there that we have been marketed and commercialized to believe that that's just wrong, and it's really hurting a lot of people. And so we're going to look at that, because we're going to address the nutrition. We're going to look at things that are just good for you, and kind of help people in that process to be able to regain their health back and their lives back. So I'm excited about it, because when I was looking at this and putting all of this together from my own perspective, it's that really figuring out, okay, how do I make it the most impactful for people? Because I get really excited and passionate, and like Lindsay tells me, you're long-winded too, Calvin, because I get so excited about the products and the helping other people. So I'm going to do my best to kind of keep it short, keep the information just really concise, so that you can just get it and take it and run with it and utilize it the way that you can, and with that way that you need to. And then, of course, as we're doing this, making myself people them walk them through the process. And that's one of the reasons why I'm excited to be able to do it, because I know I'm going to be able to connect with a lot more people on a lot different levels. So I'm really excited about that. So listen, everybody, it's been half an hour, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. Just we got to start getting the people back into this. My challenge for you would be is to find one person that you can enroll into the business this week, and then get them on the call next week on next Tuesday, so that we can slowly start to build up the momentum. It's going to be like a lot of the Living to Be Fit program, where we may start out as a small group, but we're going to grow, because what's going to happen is we're going to get more and more people excited about this. And, you know, that's going to help us reach more people, and it's going to help us share our message of hope, share our message of, you know, helping people be beautiful from the inside out and really creating something special. So with that being said, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week. I'll see you on the vision call tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you've got any questions, send me a text, call me, send me an email, reach out to me on Facebook, and keep doing what you're doing. You're sharing the message about Living to Be. You're sharing the products, and I'm really excited for us and where we're going. And I just want to say thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you when I talk to you. Thanks, everybody.